Well, we're still in Sao Paulo. Yesterday, I bought another month here. I also bought my plane ticket to Manaus. So it's confirmed we already bought the plane ticket to Manaus. If you guys don't know what Manaus is in the Amazonas. It's the Amazon. But there's a city in Manaus called Amazonas. No, it's Manaus. Amazonas is a state. The city is Manaus. So we're going there. Casey and I are gonna go together. We're gonna meet some other guys out there, shoot some content, and then from there, we're going to Europe. Now we got 76 people watching. It's cold. It's like just as cold as it was in Paraguay. The shit I was trying to get away from, it switched to that to Sao Paulo right now. So it's just as cold here right now. And I was thinking like, oh, like it's like 86 degrees. Like it won't cool down that fast. I have enough time to be in the city. I don't need to bring my jackets. Well, for the next 7 days, it should be cold. Like cold. It's not gonna be warm at all for the next 7 days. So luckily I brought this jacket, but it's not a misleading title. I just ain't said nothing about it yet. But it should only be cold for about a week. So if I need to, I'll buy another jacket. But for right now, I'm good. Now, Casey and I did some work together today. Put me up on a lot of game today. I thank God that he did. He showed me a lot of stuff. Won't be telling you guys because it's none of your business. But we walked around and we shot some videos in the very nice part of the city of Sao Paulo. Like it looked like for South America, it looked like a Beverly Hills. Like they had like Jimmy Choo stores, all these designer stores, and all these nice luxury vehicles everybody in the area was driving. And I didn't. He approached some women. He was asking them some questions for YouTube. Very, very attractive women here in Sao Paulo. Very upscale, attractive women here in Sao Paulo. I will say that. But I had to stop drinking. I didn't drink anything today. I haven't smoked either yet, but I'm about to. Because one thing about Brazil is that they don't play with how much alcohol they put in the drinks, right? They don't put I would show you guys if I had my other device. If I was on my laptop, I could show you guys what it looked like on the screen because I recorded it with my DJI, but I guess maybe I could zoom the camera in close enough. But they put a lot of alcohol in the drinks. And you ask for a caipirosca, which is like a caipirinha with vodka instead of cachaça. If you don't know what caipirinha is, it's a very famous Brazilian drink that they only really make here the right way. They make it elsewhere, but they only make it the right way in Brazil. I don't care where you go in Brazil. So you get a drink, let's say it's this big, this much of it will be vodka. No bullshit. Like they're putting damn near 70% vodka inside a drink. And then they'll put some fruit to make it taste real good and sweet and some sugar. So you drink one and you get lit. Like you only need one, you get lit. So then you're kind of like, okay, I'm good. Let me get another one. Then before you know it, you drank 3 or 4 and you have a really good time and there's no problems. But then you go out again, and the thing about Brazil, people like to drink every time they go out. I've seen this in Sao Paulo now. I've seen it in Rio, Salvador. People just drink. So you start hanging out with people, you drink again. You drink 1 caipirosca. Before you know it, you drink 4. So if there's about 3 or 4 shots per 1 caipirosca, that's 12 shots of vodka per night. So that was fine. I'm 25. You know, I did it again. Then I did it a third day. Then I did it a fourth day. Except this time, the fourth day, I feel like I don't give a damn how much Gatorade I drink. It's never gonna replace all these electrolytes and all these minerals and whatever the hell. I done lost everything that keeps me alive because all these caipirinhas, and you guys know alcohol is bad for you. It's good if you, I mean, it's all right, but the way how I felt today, I was just so out of energy. You know, Casey and I are walking through Sao Paulo, and I'm like, oh, you know, like I'm looking at, they got a lot of light skinned black chicks I want to talk to, but I just didn't have the energy. I'm like, you know, I'm like, I was like, yeah, I gotta stop drinking that much, like once a week, because that if somebody say you're dehydrated, no, it's not that, because I didn't drink a shitload of water, Gatorade and coconut water, couldn't nothing fix it, because I felt sick. So I'm like, damn, yeah, you gotta stop drinking. So I'm gonna show you guys what this street looks like. It's not like when I pull it up on my laptop, but let's see. That's not the right video because this is not the nicest. It's nice, but it's not as nice as the. So this is us walking through, I forgot what area this is called, but it's in the southern part of Sao Paulo. Very, very, very nice. Like Casey was telling me, you could tell whenever it's warm outside that the people are out a lot more. As you can see by the people wearing leather jackets, it's pretty cold over here right now. So very nice. If you're looking for the Afro Brazilians, a lot of them are over there. A lot. They're all working. You're not gonna see them walking around. They all working. And they not working like the shitty jobs, like the janitor jobs. Like usually they got the black folks doing that in Latin America. But they were working as like the sales, the floor salesman or whatever the hell you call it. They were doing that, right? But it's very nice. It's definitely a different vibe than what people think of based off where, like, when most of us go to Brazil, I think we go to Rio and Salvador. Yeah, Rodeo Drive. That's what it is. Rodeo Drive. Yeah. Most of us go there to Rio, Salvador. And when you're walking down the streets of Rio and Salvador, you kind of keep your eye out. You know, you got because they got thieves and shit everywhere. I don't give a damn where you go in Salvador or Rio. There's a chance you can get your ass pickpocketed or robbed no matter where you go. Now here in Sao Paulo, where I was staying at first, yes. Where I went to second, no, I was wait, how many places did I stay at? Yeah, first, second, yeah. Well, I just moved into a new place today. Uh, this place is a little sketchy, a little, but it's not. It's just literally this street I'm on, but it's not dangerous. It just seems like a little less. It's not as this is not as high class as the other spot, right? So, but it's safe. If you guys want, I'm not about to drink nothing because I really can't drink nothing, you guys. If you guys want, I can show you guys, but it ain't no. It really ain't nothing to see outside. So, who was hating on me, glamorous dame? Who was hating on me? So yeah, they Sao Paulo's a nice city, but this travel guide that I come out with over Sao Paulo will be on point because I will be here for a whole month. I have Casey with me who's been here for a while, so he's showing me around to all the nice spots. I'll be able to put in the guide exactly where you guys need to go where you guys need to stay, because where I stayed at earlier was kind of like a no-go. Well, it wasn't a no-go, but it was just all right. Like, it was too downtownish feeling. Versus where I'm at now is like you gotta feel you're gonna feel like you're where the foreigners are supposed to be at, right? So I've smoked an acid cigar, but not a fat belly, no. I mean, not a fat bottom. I'll show you the cigar that I got now. So let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys how expensive Sao Paulo is. This is my small apartment. I love it. It's new development, but it is small compared to what you can get in other cities. It is small, but there's a trade-off to everything, right? If you want to be in a very laid-back culture that's a little more dangerous, but you get more for your bang for your buck, you can go to Salvador. If you want to go somewhere where it's less dangerous in the area you would stay in, with a more uppity, business-minded culture, you can come to the city of Sao Paulo. Now, I paid literally $1,000. Well, I was able to get it down to 900, but I had to pay that guy $100 to do that. So it was still $1,000. So it's basically a studio, right? And I'm gonna show you guys from the entrance. This is the front door. We had a closet right here. I guess with the iron and ladder for whatever reason. And then you have the kitchen, the refrigerator, nice refrigerator. Since I'll be here a month, I could put some stuff in there. You have the couch, the very, very nice bed. Smells good. Smells like it's just full of fabric softener. Nice bed, nice bed. Then you got the workstation. The live streams will be there. You got the closet, which that's not even all my clothes, but it's enough. It's enough stuff for right now. But I still got a bunch of clothes. It actually would be nothing there, but the owner has a bunch of blankets in there. This nigga says the couch next to the bed. Yes. So we got the bathroom. Decent bathroom. This. And then we got, yeah, that's it. So the thing is this. This spot is smaller, yes. It was $1,000 for the month. Now the reason why I chose this over the other ones because if I could have stayed in a bigger place. I'm listening. I'm explaining to you right now. What you call it, Mr. Mayhem? $20. Not $20. I could have got probably double the space. Like the little Batman room place I had was a little bit bigger than this. Actually, it was probably the same size. It was just designed different, so it looked bigger. Or maybe it was a little bigger. That spot was also $1,300 a month. In an area where at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, everything is closed and there's a bunch of fucking junkies walking around. So that's option number one. You can stay on the side of town like that, or you can come to this side of town that's a little nicer, where it seems like every other person got a BMW or a Mercedes or some other nice brand of car that you guys would see in the States, right? And you can get something small like this for $1,000. And when I walk outside, it's not a bunch of junkies walking around. Like the last spot, there's like these dudes walking around with no shirt on and dirty white shorts that look like they never washed them. And then they have tattoos all over their face. And then he's asking me for money like this. And I was on a date with a chick and she dropped me off at the house. And she told me like, no, it's very dangerous. I was like, yeah, it's dangerous for a woman. Like, as a man, I don't give a damn about another guy asking me for money. Like, that's the chances of something really bad happening from that are slim. But for a woman, that could be scary. I'm not a woman. The place we went on a date at last night was very, very nice. There was this place that was like an underground wine cellar, but there was no wine in it. I mean, they did have wine, but it wasn't an actual cellar. It was just a restaurant. But it had they built it underground so it could have that vibe to it. The drinks were cute, but they didn't hit hard. They just looked cute. They just didn't hit hard though. Lot of beautiful chicks. Lot of beautiful chicks. Lot of beautiful chicks there. I'm telling you, in Sao Paulo, there's a lot of beautiful women just walking around. Nitro Spark, let me tell you something, smart ass. You're paying way too much in these countries, $900 a month when you can get a great apartment for $500 a month in Brazil. Check this out. No man that has been traveling that has any amount of common sense comes to a city and is in a city one day and signs a fucking lease that'll allow you to pay $500. Let me give you a story, because y'all seem to don't understand Airbnbs and hotels. The apartment you get on Airbnb is usually double of what the apartment actually costs per month. For example, remember I told you guys I stayed in Salvador Bahia. It was a distance where I could hear, see, and smell the beach and the beach water. Correct? The price of that Airbnb was $950 a month. That's almost the same price as this. It wasn't that much bigger than this one either. It was about the same size. Guess what? I said, hey, I want to stay at this apartment for a year. This was in 2022. I said, I want to stay here for a year. I signed a lease. You know how much that apartment dropped to? $550 a month. So since you know everything that I'm overpaying, let me tell you something. Don't know if you knew this or not. Airbnb and an actual fucking lease are not the same price anywhere in the world. In the United States, if you want my apartment, I used to pay $1,100 in rent for in Dallas. That same apartment would be on Airbnb for almost $3,000 a month. Don't know if you've ever used a fucking Airbnb app. That's how Airbnb works. It would not be on Airbnb if you could go directly to the owner and sign a lease for 1 month. That's not how shit works. So I do know that $900 is more than what the actual apartment would cost. But I've been in Sao Paulo for a week, 5 days. And you think you think I came to a brand new city and signed a lease? Really? That's not how that works, man. Some of y'all don't need to travel. Y'all need to do some more research for another 3 or 4 years first. That is, Airbnb is really not a hard concept to understand. But the only reason I responded to that, guys, is because there's a few people in the comments that apparently don't understand. Is the cut buddy helpful for lining yourself up? I was a barber, so I didn't like to use things that would kind of crutch me a little bit. But if you're not a barber and you cut your own hair, yes, I would get it. Thank you for the super chat, Jeremiah. Yeah. Yeah, you can get an apartment in most of these countries for a decent apartment for $500. But Sao Paulo, I just told you guys a trade off. So you can get some very, very nice stuff on the other side of town where I was at, but you're gonna have junkies running around outside from what I've been seeing. Or you can stay over here in this really nice area where I'm not really seeing too many junkies running around. They're here, but I am not really seeing them. Let me say this, it's the equivalent of being in Highland Park in Dallas, where I'm at right now. Let's say that. But you get less because the area, the rent is more expensive. You can get the same spot in Rio for 2,500 reais. Yeah. You won't be near the beach. Rio is more expensive than Salvador. If you want to be able to see the beach while you're in Rio, that's not happening for $500. I can put my damn life savings on that. That's not happening. Any beachfront property in Rio is gonna run you at least $1,500 a month. Any beachfront property. In Rio, $1,000 a month, you buy the beach for sure. Yeah, you. I don't think you can even find it for 1,000, but I know for sure you ain't getting 500. I just told you I'll go to Salvador. I had a beach. It wasn't beachfront. I could hear it and see it and smell it, but I couldn't throw a rock and it would hit the sand in the beach. I couldn't do that. I wasn't that close. I wasn't the only thing separating the beach and I was a street. I wasn't that close. I was one street behind, but I still had a vision. I still had a visual of the beach. So the cigar we got today is one of my favorite brands. I don't even know what country. I think it's Nicaraguan, but I've smoked this many times in Kenya, once, twice, United States. Amazing. It is the K Hasod Hensadio. It's the one that's 15 years old age. You guys have seen that before. Also, we got an interview tomorrow with I got his name wrote down. El Guapo. I'm sorry, El Guapo. So yeah. Yeah, JB says I was on the street behind for 700. Yeah. Rose says you closing in on American prices. Absolutely not. There's nowhere in America where you could be on the beach for $1,500. Like, think about it. I was in Dallas and I could hear people racing up and down the freeway, and they was breaking into people's cars that was parked outside, and that was $1,100 a month. So imagine if Dallas had a beach. It wouldn't be $1,500. Troy sent $10 for good neighborhoods in Sao Paulo. I'm assuming that's Sao Paulo for retired couples close to the beach. What is SB? Thank you for the super chat. A good starter cigar is any cigar that's a Connecticut shade. Connecticut shade means it's like a little bit lighter than this. When will I get into the title? Oh, no, I'm just, the reason I titled the video that is because I've been talking to chicks, obviously. I just told you I was on a date last night. But the way how I was pursuing in Lima, and when I first got back to Paraguay, I was like, oh, I got it. I just fell off for like 3 weeks. I got to get back in the game. So when I got back to Paraguay, I was approaching a lot and I was trying to do a lot. But once I went into that work mode where I started doing those interviews every single day, I kind of just switched my attention. I would show you these. I would show you guys these bars downstairs, but it's like very cold. $80 to $100K sounds about right. Do I like Brazil more than Africa? I like Brazil. You said Brazil? Yeah, I like Brazil because there's a variety. The vibe is right. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I put a story up where yeah, it's raining over here too. It's not raining right now, but it's been drizzling on and off all day. I put a story up where I was at this restaurant. They were playing samba, and that's just it's very much a vibe to hear that music. But they always have some sort of music that they play in Brazil. Not as much as Sao Paulo, like Rio and Salvador, but like I told you guys, those cultures are more laid back than this one. Uh, Women are friendly. He said, "Where you been?" Man, I've been out. I've been outside. I've been outside. Hey, Spaz, what's going on? You know what? I was trying to find your WhatsApp the other day. I forgot what I was going to reach out to you about. Appreciate the super chats. How do I feel about Portuguese? My Portuguese is very good. Yeah, I can talk to these people like I speak English most of the time. I think that's another reason why I like Brazil, because when I communicate with people on a daily basis or if I go on dates, I don't really have to think about what I'm saying. I know the language well enough to do this. I tell you what, this internet I got in Brazil is crazy. They not pretending they don't understand you. Yeah, so that's another reason why I don't mind being here. Whenever I was in Colombia and all that, I'm saying hola, and they're like, I don't speak English. Motherfucker, hola is not an English word. You hanging the player jersey up? No. I'm just not a player for right now, man. I'm uh I'm dating women at the friend circle like y'all told me. Chick I went on a date with yesterday was a friend circle chick. A friend circle. Y'all said you meet the best women through friend circles. So we're doing our research. We're gonna see how true that was. Yeah, they was being shady. I said, ¿Cómo estás? Oh, I don't speak English. Okay, I want to know when the hell in the English class in the United States did I learn ¿Cómo estás was how are you? Ooh, I was sick of that shit. Yeah, I'm trying to get cuffed up right now. It's cold in Sao Paulo. It's not hot. It's just hard to do that, man. There's so many women that's walking around. They are older here though. It's not a lot of young women. It seems. I mean, they're here. They're young, but it's not a lot of young chicks. More female interviews. I'll bring more. Yeah, I'm washing my clothes. It's got 5 minutes left. Thought it'd been done by now. Don't tell nobody. I didn't wash my clothes for a week. I was wearing dirty clothes for a week straight. She said I'm actually moving to Medellin next month. Well, good luck explaining how English words aren't, Spanish words aren't English. You'll have a good time doing that. He said Floyd vibes. Yeah, I need to. I guess I can walk outside and show you guys this area real quick. See what it looked like. Yeah, no, I didn't wash my clothes because I kept jumping from apartment to apartment. So I was like, man, like the places didn't have a dryer, or I was always doing something, hanging out late. I've been hanging out a lot, but I'm done drinking, so. That interview you did with the Brazilian woman was good. What interview was that? But I interviewed, so you guys know I do social studies, right? So I interviewed a Botox operator. I guess you call it Botox operator, Botox surgeon. I interviewed one of them, and I asked him basically to connect like the beauty standards in Brazil and the friendly culture and the confidence in the people to his services. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around Brazil and I'm going to just interview people and ask them, because I'm trying to get to the root of what makes the culture in these other places so much different than where we're from. So, for example, if I want to interview somebody about, let's say, an older person, what are their routines that they did when they were in their 20s versus the people today? You never know. Oh, the one about Afro-Latinas dating black men. She was Venezuelan, but yeah. If you guys follow my Patreon, the issue's the same a lot of times with Afro-Latinas. I was over here in Brazil and I seen this black chick. Like, she wasn't all that, but, I seen this black chick had this aggressive white Brazilian dude up on her, and he's been walking around talking to every chick at the party. And which I don't give a damn, I'm just telling you the story. He's grabbing her by the neck, all up on her. I'm talking to her. I was pointing at her, I was asking her how many tattoos she had. I accidentally bumped her arm. Casey can tell you, he was right there watching. I accidentally bumped her arm, and she got straight face and was like, she spoke English. She was like, "Don't you ever touch me again. That's very disrespectful." And I was like, "Yep." No, I was like, "Yep." I told Casey, it only take me 2 seconds to get the hell out of my fucking face. I don't even want to get to the reason why you felt that way. Bye. I said, yeah. So if I accidentally bump you, it's disrespectful. And she got aggressive with me too, like a black chick from the States. But when the white guy run up, grab your arm and your neck and all that, forcing you to take pictures, basically is what I saw him doing. It's no problem. That's fine. I just don't have to fuck with you. You can be whatever type of person you want to be. I just don't have to fuck with you. Why not you? Get a woman 10 to 12 years older than yourself. The education you receive. I already did that. Clothes so dirty, I should have washed them twice. That's the main one of them right there. So, I'm gonna gonna show you guys outside real quick. Yeah, you see it happen sometimes here in Latin America. It's not bad enough where I would say you can't date the black chicks here, but when you do run into it, it be some bullshit. Like, all right, we're back. As soon as this dryer start, I'm gonna show you guys outside. They make this, sometimes people try to reinvent the wheel and they try to do all this technology. I don't think it's necessary. I just need to put my clothes in the dryer, man. Hold on. Come on, man. I'm trying to dry these clothes, man. You should have told that girl don't touch her that you're better than her. I should have said that. There it goes. Hold on. They got a very complicated way for clothes here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go outside. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys a grocery store that's nearby my spot. Well, see, you tell everybody good night and they say good night back. Put a one in the chat if you guys can't see. The internet is horrible with this cellular service I got. I might have to switch phone services because Claro may be better. Put a one in the chat if you guys can see. Internet is lagging. It really looks that bad. Yeah, it's I think how much listen, how much does it cost for a better connection? Vivo may be your best option in Brazil. I'll try. I should have went to Vivo first or somewhere else. I thought Ching was the best, but I can see apparently not. Claro has a. Last time I was here in Brazil, and I had Claro, I would literally buy like 5 gigabytes of data later. He said Chim fell off. Yeah, I can't use him because the internet was just fine. But and as soon as I walked outside, you know, But yeah, I really wanted to show you guys outside. It's just the internet is way too bad, man. But I think you're gorging out. What do you mean? I think to renew my data plan, probably like another $30. That's what I paid was like $30. So I'd spend another $30. Is it better now? He said frame rate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get new internet tomorrow, y'all. I do vlogs. I've been recording vlogs. I just haven't posted them. It's a lot of work to do that shit, man. I've been recording vlogs. I just haven't posted them. It's a lot of work to do. I'm in my room now. If I disconnect from the Wi-Fi, let's see. Hey, no name. Yeah, you clearly don't know what you're talking about, man. The thing is, I was talking to her for like 5 minutes probably. Casey and I were talking to her for like 5 minutes probably. And so I got to a point where I wanted to ask about how many tattoos she had. So when I pointed at it, like my elbow or my shoulder feeling bumping into her. That's why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it, because it just sounded so odd talking about. Don't touch me. I don't even. This is my view. This apartment. It's better than the view I had. You know the view I had before? I couldn't see anything. But this isn't even the best view of the city. A view is worth more money too. Yeah, it is. And I want to smoke, but it's like cold. I'll make it happen. There's a nice restaurant right there across the street that has really, really loud music. See, where Casey and I was at earlier, nothing was jumping. Nothing was jumping. I would go, but I'm not drinking. And the internet, I can't even take that with me because the internet is too bad. Yeah, I can connect to the Wi-Fi again. Unless if it's Wi-Fi. Well, every cellular, when I had Claro, when I had this time Chim, they all were kind of horrible. I connected to the Wi-Fi now though. But yeah, y'all can hear that music off in the distance. It's like it looks like a pub with an upstairs and a downstairs, and it looks like it's like 150, 200 people in there. See, when I was connected to the Wi-Fi a minute ago, y'all was still saying it's lagging. I can test my internet connection real quick. Hold on. Shit. I'm gonna show y'all. So this place over here is the one I'm talking about. The orange lights at the 2 floors. He said, "Don't smoke too much to make your hair turn gray." That's fine. Y'all said the women like the high value men when they older, right? So I need my shit to look like Santa Claus. That's what y'all said. That's what Kevin Samuels used to love to say. They like older men need younger women. So why the hell would I not want a gray beard? I want the young chicks too. Let's see. Test my internet speed. That's Mariah. That's what Kevin Samuels used to say, right? Everybody said a woman should be marrying a man that's older. Well, why the hell would I want my hair to not be gray? Old man with money. Yeah, we know that. But the women don't know if you have money by looking at you. But if you look older, then maybe they might think that. So my internet speed is showing me right now. It says is 351 megabytes download, 168 uploads. So it's super fast. He said, "When it's your time." I guess. I'm just telling you what the Godfather said. And everybody else that repeats what he said. My beard can turn gray. It's a sign of maturity, and the younger women like it. They keep them. Mariah, you can't be deleting messages. So tomorrow we're gonna have to get a different phone service, and I'm gonna have to walk around my area on my phone to show you guys. Oh. But yeah, I'm not gonna be doing too much while I'm in Sao Paulo. Like, I'll get out to show you guys the nightlife, but don't expect me to enjoy it, cause all that drinking, I can't be doing all that, man. I felt my productivity, like all those goals. Like, the reason I wasn't live was because I had been drinking these past days. It wasn't that I was drunk the whole time. It's just when you drink, you stop giving a fuck. You be like, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow." Before you know, the week done went by. Yeah, I'm chilling on drinking for right now. I didn't drink it all today. In Brazil, that's a big deal. Yeah, drinking is great for social circle. It's great until you've been drinking too much. Like whenever I drank 4 days in a row, like I was on a date and I didn't have no conversation because I was just dead. My body was exhausted from drinking so much. Like my body's trying to fight to get rid of all the toxins that alcohol. Because one thing about smoking is like once I'm done with this and I get my little hour afterglow, it's done. I can smoke 3 of these cigars and my conversation won't start getting crazy. But if I drink 3 caipiroscas, the live stream will change. And then I wake up feeling like shit. All I gotta do is drink some water, make sure I stay hydrated with a cigar. I'm on deck. That's why when I wasn't drinking in Paraguay, I was still smoking 2 or 3 cigars a day because it doesn't do shit to, like it doesn't interrupt your life that much, really at all. Tobacco is way better. Like another way, whenever I get put in one place, I might actually invest in like a hookah and like do shisha at the house. But that's when I'm literally planning to stay somewhere and build like my own life in a new apartment because I'm not traveling with that. And I'm not buying a new one every time I go somewhere either because that shit ain't cheap. Yeah, yeah, the chat, they always say drink, get you a drink. They say don't smoke. I'm telling you, the smoking does not affect you like that, but that drinking, you gotta think people get beer bellies, people get fired from their jobs. Like I've never known somebody that smoked a cigar and got fired from work. But you can be drunk and show up to work and you gonna lose your job. And drinking takes a toll on your body because it physically goes in your body. Like, I mean, smoke is physical too, right? But drinking is like a fucking liquid and it runs through your esophagus, your mouth, your intestines, your stomach, your liver, your kidneys. This doesn't even hit your lungs. Now, if you smoke cigarettes, it will. But if I, so I won't stop drinking, right? But it'll be like a 2 drinks per week. Like if I go on a date, I'm gonna make sure I make that drink. I don't give a damn if the date is 2.5 hours long. I'm gonna stretch that. Just bring me a really strong drink, and that's the only drink I'm having for this date. But my productivity is off. Like I was on a roll. I was looking at my income coming up for my next check, and I'm like, man, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Man, as soon as I got to Sao Paulo, I stopped because I started drinking. And it's a lot of stuff to do in the city. That's why I said Paraguay served its purpose, man. Paraguay served its purpose. Paraguay's purpose, yeah, you guys, the Cash App is $ Austin Holloman. Paraguay's purpose was literally for me to be bored, save money, and work. But the minute because I was still supposed to be in Paraguay right now, but the minute I figured out I can go to Brazil, I was like, oh no, we'll just have to, we're gonna switch places. Yeah, and I don't think I'll be in Brazil in August. What's going on, Todd? I'm gonna be here this month of June. July I'll be in Manaus, and then after that I'm supposed to be going to Europe. We haven't bought the tickets to Europe yet, but we have bought the tickets to Manaus. Yeah, Brazil does have my energy up a lot. It's cold enough outside to turn the heat on too. It's mainly the wind. It's not necessarily the temperature is cold. It's the wind combined with the lower temperature. Chick I went out with last night, she'd be cool if she could come hang over, but I probably ought to ask her. Maybe she'll do it. I just don't want to blow nobody up though. Still ain't got no heat. Yeah, we slow traveling, Wesner. We slow traveling. I need to start moving month by month. Now, when I get to Europe, that's not going to be possible because it's not enough warm months in the year. Unless if I do 3 months per country. I mean, three countries, no, one country per month, 3 months, which that doesn't sound too fun. Like, especially if I'm in a country where I'm not going to get a lot of action, I couldn't imagine being somewhere dry for a month. Well, actually, I could. I did that in the Philippines. How you turn the heat on? I guess you just turn up the temperature. Usually you could turn up the temperature and then it's the heat. Don't ask, give directions. That's never worked with me for some reason, Dr. Durden. I know you say that a lot too, like tell chicks they need to come over. Which I've done it, but I know when I can do that. I don't think you can do that with every chick. Like y'all have to be at a certain point. Especially if she got options, she don't give a fuck if you say that. She don't give a damn how masculine you come off. If she got options and she don't want to do it, she not gonna do it. John Doe said, "Get your weight up, Austin. Some ninjas want to fight you." Ninjas been wanting to fight me since I've been 13. Please send me some Virginia organic black tobacco seeds. If I can find them, I'll do it. Yeah, there's hard-headed chicks out here. There's some. You can't do that with women you just met. Plus, we know this tactic. Yeah, I haven't slept, and especially if you haven't slept with them either. Like, right, like I can see if you slept with a woman and you're like, "Hey, come over tonight." That's more likely. But a chick that you ain't even smashed and you like telling her what to do, uh, you gotta be like, you really gotta be that guy. If you want a girl to come over, cook for them. Uh, I've tried that too. I've tried that too, and that didn't work. Again, but I think the chicks that I tried that with, it just wasn't gonna work. Let me see. Dr. Durden, I would love to see what women you tell them to pull up though. My sinus infection is going away faster too now that I stopped drinking. Obviously. He said Dr. Durden be lying about his whole life. Oh, that's because when I was on that bus for 18 hours, thank you. When I was on that bus for 18 hours, I uh, I had a blanket over my head. He said 18 hours of nightmares. Yeah, it felt like it. 18-hour bus ride. Nah, I probably only slept like 6, 7 hours out of that whole ride. I only slept like 6 to 7 hours. The rest of the time I was literally up just staring at the wall. They didn't even have a movie playing, and I paid for first class. I was like, I thought they was the cheaper bus in Paraguay had a movie playing. Man, I wish I could smoke this inside. I know I could pull up a chair right here because I want to sit down. It would be more enjoyable because it's cold. Would you say, can I have your number? Or can I put your... Nah, I don't, I never asked a chick, can I get your number? I used to when I was a teenager. But then I started saying, I just started saying, like, let me get your number. Or what's your number? Or now that I'm out the country, do you have WhatsApp? Which is a logical question because where was I at? Um, I was in Vietnam. I believe it was Vietnam. Was it Vietnam or it was? I think it was the Philippines. It was one of these. It was one. It wasn't a black country, but it was a non-black country. And I was like, yeah, what's your WhatsApp? And they were like, what the hell are you talking about? What's WhatsApp? That was Poland. That was Poland. I was asking chicks what their WhatsApp was, and nobody knew what I was talking about. He said, I have the dial-up pad and pass on the phone. No words needed. Yeah, that's you, though. I like to flirt, man. I like to flirt, so me just handing them the phone, like, it's one thing to be confident. It's, I mean, you can be a certain level. It's like that's, I don't know, man. I'm very humble, so I don't just be doing shit. Now that don't mean when I walk up to a chick, I'm like, oh, like, oh, I hopefully you text me back. Like, I obviously don't do that shit. I don't even seem like I would do that. But what I'm saying is, you know, some dudes be like, talk to the chick like you already got her. No, that motherfucker need to act like she want me. That's how I'm thinking. Shit. Exactly. The same way how you like to be entertained and you want me to make you laugh, you need to make my ass laugh too. I got emotions too. I want you to sexually arouse me as well. There's nothing sexually arousing on my end if I just hand a chick my phone. Like, who gives a fuck? You know, that's just kind of like, okay, like, you got her number. Chances are she not gonna call you back if all you did was hand her your phone. That's when I say I want a chick to make me like sexually, I want her to sexually arouse me as well. That's why I ask her questions to get her to open up. But you can be too direct. Yeah, I got emotions too. Yeah, I got emotions too. The same way how she wanna feel flattered and butterflies in her stomach, I want that shit too. That's how I'm gonna get hard. I'm not a robot. Shit. I get what I want, but I get whoever wants me to have them. I don't go after chicks I have to double text. Like, if I do that, like, I'm literally consciously saying, like, why the fuck am I hitting her a second time? I don't go after chicks I have to double text. I don't have to go after chicks I have to make a huge effort to talk to. Like, if we can't just talk and I gotta constantly prove something, go on the hell off. She's only gonna remember you as the guy that demanded her number. Yeah, exactly. If you walk up, like, look at it from, because you gotta look at it. Hold on. See, you looking at it from your point of view, right? You going with it from your point of view, like, yeah, I just pulled that girl. I just did it like this. So this is what she sees. If a chick walked up to me and did that, I would shit test her. I'd be like, so why should I give you my number? You ain't talking about shit. You ain't even said nothing. Why am I gonna give you a line of communication and you can't even communicate face to face? So I'm about to shit test her now. Now she gotta have some game because all she did was pull her phone pad out. A 3-year-old could have walked up and just handed somebody their phone. You could train a damn monkey to do that. So, yeah, it looks way better when you walk up to a chick and you smile and you introduce yourself. That looks way better than just walking up with the phone. So if a chick ever just handed me her phone, which I don't think that's ever happened where a chick just handed her phone, because that's kind of masculine to do anyway, I'm gonna shit test you. Yeah, anybody can walk up and with that keypad out. What did you think of the country you visited, Bolivia? Thank you for the happy birthday. I liked it. At first, I didn't like it. Now I would go back, but at first I didn't like it because it was the people weren't as friendly. So I had to adjust. But somebody asked me something just now. Austin, when we get in that child episode, I'm dropping cash apps on that one. What do you mean? Chile. What Chile episode? I already been to Chile. I went to Chile in January. I haven't been to Russia yet. Yeah, I'm a Taurus. I was born on May 16th, last Thursday. It's one of my favorite cities. I put that picture up that Casey took of me with my shirt off at the pool. I've been getting like 20 likes a day on Tinder. Like no scrolling or nothing. Like I throughout the day, I'm guaranteed to have about 20 likes. My Bumble was probably like 7 or 8. So funny thing, I've been telling some Brazilians about what happened last January. I told one of them, "Oh, is this a dude or a woman?" Um, I told one of them, I was like, what did I say? I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I think you should know this. I had an incident last year. This woman had me all on the TV and on the global. I was like, even made Fox News in the States. And I don't know why people think I lie about every damn thing. They were like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm like, no, like it was a big deal. So I showed him. She's like, really? I'm like, what did you think I meant? Like I had like I posted an article on Yahoo. You know, no, I was like, I'm saying I was basically a fugitive. They ain't even tripping on that shit though. Ain't nothing to trip about. That's why I still give them my regular Instagram, because they gonna find out anyway. Ain't no need in hiding it. Especially if a chick really start liking you, she's gonna find out that you got 2 Instagrams. Jason tried that. Ask him what happened. Yeah, I told him about the lawsuit, but I also showed them I don't know what it's called, but it's like basically a receipt from a lawyer saying that they did an investigation and it was all fake. And the girl I showed it to, she was like, "You need to reach out to a lawyer and have them. Well, you need to get your lawyer to take that down." Like she wasn't like, some people are dumb. They'll be like, "Oh, even though that the evidence there was none, they couldn't do anything. I still don't trust you because why would they do that?" Some people are really stupid, but she wasn't stupid. Yeah, they get skeptical, and that's fine. I can't hit the streets. I tried to a minute ago. As soon as I walk outside, my data turns into 2006. Yeah, we're gonna do the Botox interview. It's already done. All I have to do is line up the audio. And Casey was telling me about a system that you can use to sync two microphones because my microphone doesn't connect into my DJI, so I had to record them individually and align the microphone's audio on the camera with the other two microphones all perfectly. Otherwise, it would sound super weird. We're gonna get you Vivo. Well, drop the Cash App, man. Drop the $30 Cash App. $ Austin Hoffman. I go get Vivo tomorrow. Otherwise, y'all getting live streams from the house. I saw your comment, D. Johansson. He said if you're in a high rise, you can tell her to come here. That's true. That is true. If you're on the 40th floor, and especially if that 40th floor, if the entire floor is yours, like the 40th floor is for Dr. Dirt, then yeah, you can send chicks a photo of your balcony and be like, "Come over, I got drinks." Oh, that works every time. You guys remember Troy, how he used to always have house parties? That's what he would do. "Hey, I got this," because he had a very nice spot. The whole floor was his spot, but it was a very, very nice spot. And he would be like, "Hey, I'm throwing a party night." He'd get 20 girls to show up, no problem. Not 20, let's say 15. It'd be about 30, 40 people there. But am I over exaggerating? Maybe, let's say 30 people. No, the women in Sao Paulo aren't difficult. They just, it's not easy. Like you're not gonna get them. You're not gonna get them as quick as you could in other countries, in other cities. Yeah, Mariah, they do. In other countries, women do flock for a balcony picture. You would think that would happen in the States. Thing is, you could post a balcony picture in the States. 50 chicks, I want to come over. 3 of them will show up. I will agree with you. Sao Paulo is, it does seem like per neighborhood, the result would be different. Like the Airbnb that I stayed at first, the way how women, when they would see me over there, they would look at me and they would smile. Where I was at today, not so much. Where I was at the day before that, yes. It does seem, it might be like I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out. I don't, but it's something different in every neighborhood. I could agree with that. Big cities are like that. Yeah, Dallas wasn't like that. And Dallas, you guys seen how long I was in that car? Dallas is not small. But we're gonna leave the United States out of it because that's a whole different world over there. Can I take you out to dinner? Can I please have your number? Yeah, no, I won't say that. I just tell Chase, hey, well, what are you doing tomorrow? Okay, well, let's go out at this time. Or I just tell him like, hey, let's meet today at 6 o'clock. Doesn't always work. If it doesn't work and if she doesn't say yes, she already lost a lot of points. If she doesn't say yes, but if she also does not try to reschedule, she loses all her points. Interested chicks be like, oh, I can't do 6 o'clock, but I can do 9 or I can do tomorrow at 5. Then she doesn't lose any points. It's just, okay, she probably really couldn't do that time. But dinner for a first date. Wow. Yeah, in other countries that's fine. When I was in Peru, I went on a pool date and 2 dinner dates. Yeah. And it was all success. When I was in the States doing dinner dates, fucking crazy. And then you say, well, let me switch it up. Let's do a pool date. You get flaked on for that. So it's really different in other countries. Does that mean every country is great and every city is great? No. But ain't nothing like that shit I was dealing with over there. That shit was horrible. Like, I'm pretty sure in Sao Paulo, not pretty sure, I did. Sao Paulo, you meet a chick, hey, let's go get drinks later on. I'm not gonna flake on you like that. Women flake worldwide, but I mean, shit, for me, I've only been flaked on maybe 5, 6 times throughout the entire world. Yeah, in the States, yeah, no. If a dude in the States is telling you he only got flaked on 5 or 6 times his whole life in the States, he a damn lie. Even if he say that per year. If you're communicating with different women every day in the States and you trying to set up 7 dates in 1 week, you will get more than 5 flakes that week. Trust me. It's impossible to not. I don't give a damn who you are. This guy found out I was a history teacher and took me to a Catholic convent that was historically preserved for our first date. Major points. Yeah. JB, what are you talking about? Man, you could be 6'4" and ripped, it don't matter. Those dudes get flaked on too. But I'm a little more patient now. And I'm moving a little slower because I'm not trying to just deal with anybody. So I'm past the passport bro stage of traveling where you just trying to smash as many chicks because you was catching up from being in Texas. I'm past that now. Now I can't just fuck with anybody. Otherwise, I'd be knocking it out of the park. Cause you better when I was in Kenya, uh, Kareem Cajun, you're right. Yeah, I got a hiccup from drinking. Yeah, I had that too. Um, when I was in Kenya, when I was in Tanzania, when I was in Brazil the first time, um, where else was I at? Those places. I was just like, I just need to get some action. Now I'm like, everybody don't need my action. I'll probably be the best one she get anyway. I went to Uganda last year, around this time last year, where it was like second week of June. I'll be in Sao Paulo a lot longer. If I didn't have to go to Europe, I would stay in Brazil the rest of the year. Or maybe I would go to Ecuador or something like that. But I could have Sao Paulo as my home base. Yeah, I could. It's too much stuff to do. You'll never get bored. I have enough discipline to stay in the house now. Before I did it, I do now. I've done enough now where I'm not missing out on shit by not going out on a Saturday night or a Friday night or a whole week. Especially when you involve drinking, you spending money, you hanging out like Casey and I hung out at this nice spot with a bunch of bad chicks. A bunch. I got it on video too. A bunch. We was there till 5 in the morning. And I was like, yeah, because now I'm in a position where either I gotta wake up by 10 o'clock and I'm only gonna get 4 hours of sleep because I'm not gonna go to sleep until damn near 6. Or I can sleep until 1 o'clock and fuck my whole day over. Now, I don't smoke weed. I got too much stuff to do on a daily basis. Weed throw your game off too much. The only countries we ain't hitting South America is the three at the top: Venezuela and Ecuador. And you can go to all of them. People say you can't go to Venezuela, but Rami Travels just went. This is it's one of those Nicaraguans that is 15 years age. I forgot the name. I think it starts with an H. I would go to Iraq too, just not alone. Actually, I probably would go alone. Because I don't want to go with none of y'all, because I don't know how bad y'all attitudes is, and then we end up getting assassinated on Twitter. Dangerous countries that have strict laws and a strict culture, like in the Muslim area or North Korea, I wouldn't go to with somebody else. Because if you make a mistake, more than likely we both gonna have to pay for it. Next thing you know, they're gonna be laying us on the table, singing whatever that stuff is they be saying before they chop people's head off. They'll be singing that and then chopping your head off. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not gonna show my ass. So if I get my head chopped off, I did it. It was my fault. Now, if I'm with you, it might not be my fault. It could be because you started cussing out somebody, and then it was over with after that. I don't want to be attracting no attention to myself in a Muslim country. Yeah, it is real. That's really what would happen. You take somebody to Iraq with you, they got a bad attitude, man, it'll be your last trip. Because last thing you want to do is take a dude to a country like that, and he one of those dudes that be like, oh, I'm not a hoe. All right, well, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna have to be a hoe if we in Saudi Arabia. If somebody want to bully me, fuck it. Everybody on the internet will understand why I let somebody bully me one time. It's so I can keep my head on my shoulders, literally. I ain't got that much damn pride. You know who for example, whenever I was in Buenos Aires, and I told y'all the lady at immigration was like, come here, nigga. And y'all was like, man, I would have went off. Shit, it's a reason why I didn't go off. We are in Argentina, the same country that got rid of all the black people that was there to begin with. We're still foreigners. We still black. I'ma let her slide. Now, if we was in the United States, yeah, I could have said something to her. Cause ain't nothing finna happen. But I was telling people that they was like, oh, where's your pride at? Where's your whatever they said, dignity, whatever it was stupid. No. If I'm in Saudi Arabia and let's say somebody say, oh, get out of here, nigga. Listen, the best thing you can do, actually the best thing for you to do actually is get the hell up out of there. Cause first of all, you ain't got no leverage. You in a country where like journalists get executed. American journalists. So if somebody calling you a nigga is worth your life, hey, lose your life. I got shit to do tomorrow. Again, I ain't got time to be on Twitter and get my head chopped off. He said, I don't care where we at. Somebody call me a nigger. We straight up fighting. It'll be the last fight you have. You know, what if they call you that? What if they call you that? What if they call you that in North? What if they call you that in North Korea? Who you gonna fight in North Korea? Tell you, when you go into certain countries, you can't travel with everybody. He said it's gonna happen more since you allow it. Nah, I would just not go back to that place. If I felt like I was being, see, I'm like Malcolm X, right? Malcolm X wasn't like let's go parade and get pies thrown at our face until the white folks let us integrate. If the white folks don't want me in that neighborhood, I'm gonna stay the hell out of there. If I go to the white folks neighborhood in 1931 and something happens where they discriminate me, I'm just gonna say, well, yeah, it's probably wrong what they did, but I knew that before I came over here. we already knew that they was racist on that side of town. So what the hell what you mad about? That's like running up at somebody you know that got HIV raw, and you mad because you caught it. The hell you mad for? You know who here's my thing. You know who they are. You know that they're racist. Don't fuck with them. So that's how I travel. I was at a party, the same party Casey and I went to at 5 a.m. There was a dude, two Brazilian dudes that came outside. One of them had tattoos all over him, and he looked like he was somebody, right? And he got into, they were arguing about something. It looked like they was arguing about a chick, like maybe he was touching his chick or something, I don't know. And the dude kept trying to get close to him. The security guard was like very lightly like, no, 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 no. So it seemed like the security guard was afraid to hold him back too. And next thing you know, the dude threw his whole drink. He threw the drink on him. And then he threw the drink at him and it broke on the dude's head. And the dude just took it and just walked right out of the club like nothing happened. And the security guard didn't kick the guy out for throwing the drink out at him. And so Casey was saying, like, he must be somebody important to do that. And nothing happened. And for a dude to just walk off, like, they didn't even fight. Like, he just walked off like, okay, my bad, my bad. You gotta remember, you're in Brazil, right? You never know who the hell you could be getting into a fight with. You never know. Like, you know, they have like a lot of drug cartels in Brazil. Like, there's like a lot of crime in Brazil. So you getting into now, I don't know how the hell the dude ended up throwing a drink on him. I don't think I would have been in that situation with somebody to throw a drink on me. But yeah, he said he could have been a gang. Yeah, the thing is, you just never, it's not like the United States. Like the United States, a lot of times, most of the time, because they want to take somebody to jail, you call the police and they gonna do something. They want to take somebody to jail. In Africa and Latin America, that is not the case. You can call the police, and they're not gonna do nothing. Like, so a lot of times you end up dealing with street justice. Like the shit is just you're gonna have to. So as bad as that can get on the street is what you're gonna have to deal with, and you never know how bad that could be. Yeah, the police will show up for no reason in the States. They'll shoot you for pulling your driver's license out of your pocket. Uh, yeah, in other countries, they that's not the case. Like if you get into it with somebody in Brazil, you need to know people already because you just never know. I've had some people that I know from the States that are real hot headed, and they're like, "Oh, like I'm gonna come out there to see you. I'm not gonna fuck with you." I made a video about this when I was in Salvador, where I was like, "I can't help you. Like if you're out here behaving the same way you would in Texas, I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna help you." Because I ain't got time to get caught up in that shit. Like that's like the dude that was in Colombia that was trying to check me about recording. You notice I didn't curse. I didn't yell at him because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Um, Now, if we were in Texas, like, yeah, I could be like, man, fuck you, shut up. Because I know how things are in Texas. Like that. Yeah, they have dudes like that in Texas too, but I'm from there. I know how it is. If I want to snitch, I can be a snitch in the United States. I'll snitch on one of y'all. I can snitch. Yeah, this dude threw a drink at me. You going to jail. That don't mean I'm just giving you an example. But yeah, you at a lot of places you can't really snitch. Like yeah, sometimes it'll be worse. Uh, Kojo Black has said files for going to another country and not knowing how to walk away and trying to fight is one of the stupidest, riskiest things ever. Stay safe. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I would agree. Yeah, I've gotten into 2 fights overseas. Uh, but the first one, the guy, he swung on me, so, and it was a bunch of girls around, so I couldn't do nothing. Yeah, you guys, cigars hitting hard. And you also don't want to, if you want to borrow a club girlfriend, you have to fight. That's how I got into the second fight, behind one of them. But if you, But I don't even like going to bars and clubs like that anymore. You can't even talk. I'd rather go to a nice restaurant where people are. It doesn't have to be nice, but a restaurant where people are drinking, eating, and talking. A social setting. That's exactly what it is. I like to socialize. Clubs worldwide, for the most part, is not gonna. Now in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, not from what I've been seeing, not so much. A few of them are good, but like in Salvador, they had a lot of spots. In Kenya, they had a lot of spots where there would be a lot of space. You want to go to a place because if there's no space in a club, like you just there just to drink and hang out with whoever you came with. You're not really there to talk to nobody because you can't. And I can drink at the crib. I don't need to go to a club. I go to clubs to. I go out to meet people. But you don't want to get into a fight in Thailand. The men and women will whoop your ass up. A woman. There's been multiple occasions where women that are 5'2" have whooped grown 6 foot English tourists. Men. No, it's not hip hop that's destroyed dating culture. I don't think music could do that much, but it contributed, but I don't think it could do that much. Yeah, everybody, people that Muay Thai, the amount of people in Thailand that know Muay Thai is like the same amount of kids that played basketball at PE in Texas. Like they all practice that as young kids. So you can literally get out of line with one of those trannies or a dude or a regular female, and they got. I mean, and the thing is, they don't just like knock you out. Like they be beating the shit out of people over there. Like you'll be black eye. You'll have two black eyes. You'll be looking like a raccoon, and I mean, they be breaking people's arms, and they will fuck you up in Thailand. My boy got dropped by. I even heard a story about like the prostitutes in Thailand, right? They wanted a guy to stop recording. He wouldn't stop recording, and he got real disrespectful, and like he got jumped by a bunch of women, beat his ass. A bunch of women. You guys remember that Somalian dude that went out there and he was threatening those people on the street, and then he had like 5 people run up behind him, and it was men and women that ran. The thing is, if he was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I'll give you money, I'll give you money." If he would have kept that same energy he would have had when he was threatening people, they would have whooped his ass bad. Bad. Like I'm telling you, if you guys want to find out, go find out. We almost done with this cigar. I'm gonna go downstairs to get my clothes out the dryer now. Probably be it. Destiny Jones has a smart comment. She says, Chicago ghettos look better than the countries y'all run into. I thought these were the people of good cultures y'all brag about. Who? Yeah, cigars give you a buzz. It's working on me right now. Whew. Oh, the Pookie's still in Brazil. Depends. Cigar smoke has tobacco. Let me say this: nicotine, tobacco has been proven to cause cancer. It's been proven for that. But if you look up the data from smoking cigars, from the data that I saw, said 2% of cigar smokers get cancer. 2%, and it can be lessened by taking care of your oral hygiene immediately. I haven't been to that Scandella Lounge yet, though, but I went to one. Uh, I went to one cigar lounge, and it was somewhere south of Republica, but it was very, very nice. Very, very nice. I mean, they had food in there, they had drinks. Beautiful, beautiful women were working at the cigar lounge. It was only men in there, but the women that were working there were like bad. Super bad. Why do you smoke it? I'm right here. I got the door open right here. I got enough sense to smoke with the door open. But bad. She was super bad. They were super bad. But it was another place where it was so nice that the cigars were overpriced for no reason. So the thing about going a nice night, like in Medellin, the cigar lounge you guys see me at there, super nice. A lot of expats were there. You could sit there. You'd be sitting there just talking. Sometimes I like to go to cigar lounges where I'm not talking to nobody. Like sometimes I just want to sit there and relax, because that's what the cigar does, to relax you. I don't always want to talk the entire time I'm smoking, but if I do, I'll go to the super nice ones where a lot of people are at. But when you go to the super nice ones, the a cigar that's usually $10 is now $30 or $35, and you can't bring your own. It's cold though, man. Let me empty out this ashtray real quick. Hold on. Oh, Destiny Jones, thank you so much. Prior making you change? Nah. What would bridge the gap between viewers? Oh, an interview with Ace? Am I meeting with his C figure? Maybe. I don't know, man. She giving me too much free time. I like it when girls put pressure. You know, when they put pressure on, like, Austin, I really want to see you again. Of course, I gotta like them too. Otherwise, it'll be annoying. But if I like you and you're not putting the pressure on me, like, eventually I'm gonna be like, oh, maybe I'm doing too much. Whew, it is cold. Shit, man. An interview with Ace would be it would be interesting to see what we would talk about. I don't even know how to interview him, but I had to think about it first. Cause I've watched his content, I just don't know what I would ask him yet. But I would figure it out very fast. I have no problem coming up with topics for an interview. Cigar smells really good. Cass, we can't do too much tonight. My internet sucks. It's good in the room, but the minute I walk outside my apartment complex, it turned to complete shit. Yeah, we got a lot of trolls. He said apologize. Man, when I was in Paraguay, I was trying so hard to find new people to collaborate with. I dropped another YouTuber a donation. He never emailed me back. Won't do it again. If I email you for free, okay. But if I donate, no. One time. Truly pura vida. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. If you have not been watching, I've been trying to transform my channel into more of a social experiment channel, which has always been that, but I want to actually do research. I don't think I haven't been to an event out here in Brazil, but I've been out every day, but I haven't been to no event. Passport privilege, thank you. I know we're gonna lose some audience. We're gonna lose some audience by just doing interviews mainly. I'm still gonna do vlogs on the street. You know, I'm still gonna show you guys what the cities look like. But it's more, I can do it more efficiently, and I can come up with more ideas and be more creative and more educational whenever I do interviews. Like I can only have so many ideas. Like, oh, getting my hair cut in Brazil, eating açaí in Brazil, or eating feijão in Brazil, or feijoado. Look at this nice bar in Brazil. Like, you know, that to me that shit gets boring after a while. You know, like that after a while that gets boring. Get involved. What do you mean get involved? But me interviewing people about Botox and how it makes the culture different, because it does. In Latin America, plastic surgery and Botox is really big, and that from what the guy was telling me, it does play a role in how you guys experience dating in Latin America. You guys will see that video soon, though. But it's more educational. So again, we will show. I'm gonna show you guys what Turkey looks like. 3, 4, 5 vlogs. But then we gotta we gotta interview the locals. And one thing Casey was telling me too, right? Like Nomad Capitalist makes his videos of he doesn't show, like, he's been to over 100 countries, he said. He doesn't ever really be like, oh, look at this nice bar here. He'll tell you about this stuff, but he's educating you, right? And he has a service that he sells, which is helping people move to different countries and save money on taxes, is from what I understand, right? And the people maybe yes, you do get more eyes, and I'm showing you, I've gotten 104,000 subscribers in like 22 months, right? Because I was using a lot of shock value, and I was putting women in the videos. Mainly, those dudes that are watching those videos aren't buying anything. They just want to see you talk to women and That's it. They're not gonna send super chats. They're not gonna do nothing. Look at the lead attorney. He doesn't approach women in the street. He doesn't, he doesn't do that. He just sits in his room and talks. But what he talks about is able to convert into sales because he has an audience that is interested in something and he can bring them the solution. Just like Casey has like, I think, what, 4 or 5,000 subscribers on his channel. But I saw he can convert his viewers into buyers because he does talk to women and stuff. But the way his videos are set up is, here's a problem and I have a solution. Me just walking around, the city, like, yeah, oh cool, Austin went to Peru. Like, okay, that's cool. I want to show you guys Peru too, but if I want to attract an audience that's gonna pay me, which you guys do pay me, but I'm talking about like big bucks. You see, lead attorney makes like 5, 6, from what I don't know exactly, but you see he has like $5, $6, $7,000 shows when he goes live. He's not walking. He's sitting in a room. Kevin Samuels was sitting in a room. Like, when did y'all see Kevin Samuels walk around and show y'all the city? Kevin Samuels was an expert. An expert at what? Kevin Samuels was a what do you say he was? An image consultant. An image. It wasn't. He wasn't like a therapist or a whatever. Like, he wasn't none of that. He just had an audience that was interested in what he was talking about, and he had a service that he sold them. A lot of these guys are envious of you. Yeah, of course they're envious of me. From looking at you guys is looking at the other side of the screen. And Casey was telling me this. It looks like I get paid to travel around the world, sleep with a bunch of women, and smoke cigars. Like, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So, of course, get involved with the community. You can do it. I just told you I'm interviewing the locals. So how much more involved do you want me to get? Like, what can be done that I have not done? It's just the type of content I'm creating. Also, I don't know, should the troll account stay today? Also, you gotta think about it. Like, dudes that only post about women eventually get canceled. They get put on CNN Brazil. Because that's what happened to me. Women. Next thing you know, I felt in danger, so I had to leave because it was only about women. Now, I'm interviewing people about Botox. I got a few other, most of my channel is interviewing other travelers about travel, about culture, about how to, do your retirement checks and stuff like that overseas. So, if I do post a video like, oh, how's it dating Brazilian women? when they go through my track record this time, it's not, oh, well, he just had a video and one video about women in the past 6 months. Like, they can't hit me with the, oh, like he's a sex tourist. They can't say that. And then the benefit is, if something does happen like that, and you've met people that have money in that country, they usually have enough power to get you out of that situation. Like, look at it like this. Like, Nomad Capitalist, I'm pretty sure, knows a lot of high value people in the other countries that he goes to. So let's say he slips up and he makes a mistake, like what I did, right? It's not gonna last that long. It's not gonna go that far. Yeah, Dr. Dirt, if you want to get rid of the trolls, you can do it. It's just more efficient for me to do less women. Women are flaky. You know, when it comes to oh, I don't want to be on camera. Like, no business owner is gonna say, oh no, Austin, I don't want you to interview me about my Botox studio. Why would he say that? He see I got 104,000 subscribers from the United States, and I'm telling him to visit these countries that I go to. Why would he not want me to promote his business? That's way more efficient. That's way more efficient. And no, Jason was never in Buenos Aires with me at the same time. So that was a nice try. But that's way more efficient than chasing women to try to get them through do the damn video. And then they calling me the next day because they done got roasted in the comments and they want me to take the video down. No. That don't mean I won't show them. You guys can see the women without me showing them. It's the women that bring the audience. The audience doesn't pay the same when it's only about women. Austin, have you ever thought about making short-length documentaries of indigenous cultures, traditions, and communities? That's part of what I'm doing right now. But to me, it's still connecting back to my original purpose, which is, why is dating in Brazil or Colombia or Peru so much better than the States? But instead of me asking chicks like, oh, well, what do you think about feminism? I don't give a fuck what she thinks about feminism. I don't give a fuck. But if I ask her, okay, so how is the family structure in Brazil? Do you think that, and then I can twist the questions into, okay, so how does that correlate to how you treat your the men that you meet later on in life, right? And you can learn how Brazilian women treat men in a more educational, family-friendly way. And I don't have to worry about getting fucking canceled. Ace and Check does cultural stuff already. No, Ace and Check, they don't have the same mission as I do. We're not the same when it comes to content. Off camera, maybe, yeah. But what, like, I told you guys, I seen a video Ace did, like, how did this pyramid get in Mexico? He was saying, how did it get in Mexico? I'm not doing videos like that. I don't give a damn about the pyramids. That's not a so. That doesn't have anything to do with why Brazilian women are nice to men. Like the pyramid or that hasn't done it. But if I say, hey, I noticed that Brazilian women like to kiss. like Brazilian women like to kiss a lot. So then I could interview, like, hey, like, can you tell me more about what was the tribe? It started with a T that was in Brazil. It was an ancient tribe that was here when they got colonized. Do you know if that culture back then was like PDA a thing? You know, and that we could learn that, hey, Brazilian women do like to kiss a lot, but we found out it came from this part of Portuguese culture or this part of the native culture. You can do it. Perla says you should start building a community about your valuable insights. That's part of it too, right? So, not just the interviews. So, what you want me to come out with an X and X tape? Is that what you're talking about, Paul? My thing is, I'd rather you guys hear it from the horse's mouth. He's talking about one night stands, interracial dating, why men stay home and watch OnlyFans. Yeah, that's a good way to get canceled. Talking about, yeah, you guys remember what happened last time I came to Brazil and I was talking about one night stands? I was on the news. Marty W, that's what I've been doing this whole time I've been in Brazil. I've been meeting way more locals. I can connect with the locals better in Brazil because my Portuguese is solid compared to my Spanish. My Spanish was good, but it wasn't like my Portuguese. I can actually sit there and converse. You know, I know how to say developed. I know how to say business. I know how to say job. I know how to say what's the value. You know, I know how to say words outside of the basic shit. I can still do the same thing and deliver the same message with interviews. You guys want to see the women in Brazil? Okay, let's talk. Okay, let's see. I got a chick right here who's a doctor. So let me interview you. Let's talk about healthcare for Americans in Brazil. Can you tell me what they need? What, and you can see a beautiful Brazilian doctor, but I don't have to. I don't have to show you ass. You know, I don't have to make it all about, oh, look at how many bitches are on the beach today. I don't have, that stuff is not sustainable, man. It's really not. You do enough videos like that. Hey, I know a lawyer, an immigration lawyer. If you guys want his contact, you got to pay me first to get to it, though. It's way better. Let's talk about what is it like growing up as a man in Brazil. You guys can get in. You guys can. From what I'm doing now, I'm trying to give you guys insight from the horse's mouth on what it's really like to be from those places and what it's gonna really be like to be there. Because I know about how beautiful the women are in Brazil. But hey, you guys see, I went to move to Brazil. It'd be better if I had content actually showing me about what my life would be like if I decided to move there. So we might lose some sexless, horny, perverted dudes. But the videos will be more long term. People can view them more long term. What is real estate like in Brazil? How can foreigners buy real estate? Let me interview a male real estate and a female. You can see the females like that. But I'm not gonna make my shit all about women. That shit, no, it's not because I'm not dealing with women. I'm still gonna deal with them, but that shit's not sustainable. The Knight and Bishop, what are you talking about? Yeah, the passport bro content is short term content, and it's just for me, I didn't realize what it was, but it was just a way to get my eyes on my channel. Again, I didn't need that because I was getting eyes on my channel just by talking shit about y'all. You guys gotta remember, my YouTube channel started in front of a damn computer desk. It didn't start out with me showing how many women are on the beach today. So there you have it. Shit. No, I did not pee that fast. Oh, God. I can still show you guys how friendly the women are in vlogs in Brazil by walking. That's why I said I'm still going to post vlogs, just not as many. That shit is... Plus, you guys want daily... You guys want content daily. Like, I've gotten you guys... Some YouTubers post, like I know, I think Checking the Fake said he posts twice a week. It's a lot easier to post a vlog 2 times a week. Like, I would never be late. But sometimes you guys might see that I can't put out vlogs on a consistent basis because I edit those. That shit takes a lot of effort. It really does. A lot of effort. And some people talk about like sponsorships with hotels and airlines. Like, I mean, yeah, you can get more if you're not all about women, but I don't really give a damn about that, man. I'd rather have my own product. I make 100% of the profit, or I do some sort of affiliate and my shit goes like that. No, I've only been charged extra for smoking inside of a room one time, but I didn't smoke in here today. But no, I am looking for another. I have a woman that does my shorts of my interviews, and the interviews that are getting a lot of views are the ones that are about social constructs. Like we did one with one master teacher where it was about like, oh, like what is it like living in Brazil? Okay, there's a million videos like that. But the teddy bear, or whatever was sponsorship was. I remember the teddy bear sponsorship. It's cold, man. Shit. Uh, but the one where I interviewed the Afro Latina, like those shorts are still getting 60 and 100 comments a short. Not all of them, but some of them. Versus the one with one master teacher getting like 10, Zuna Thailand 10, 15 comments. Because those topics have been covered so many times. But when we start talking about Afro Latinas don't prefer black men, like I have mastered getting you guys to click on videos. I have mastered that shit. I know exactly what to say to piss a group of people off. That's my specialty. My specialty is titling videos a certain way and putting out thumbnails a certain way. The truth about dating Afro-Latinas in South America or Latin America, wherever I put, or black men dating Afro-Latinas. And then I put on the thumbnail me, and for some reason I thought a good idea would be the praying hands in the darkness. And then an Afro-Latino on the right, and I made us black and white so it would look like such a sad topic. And then I put self-hate. Because you motherfuckers are so sensitive. Some people click it out of curiosity. The other half clicks it out of, oh, this young nigga don't know what he talking about. When really, I'm on your side. I'm your only friend. You just got to understand, I work like CNN. Joe Biden wants to take away your guns. And then when you start reading a story, or no, they'll say, Joe Biden is taking away your guns. And then when you read the story, all they're talking about is he brought up a bill that he might want to pass. He's not taking away your guns today. That was so you could read the story, stupid. So I had people literally reach out. Even that video I put on my Instagram and my YouTube shorts and on Twitter, where I said, if you're black, remember Afro-Latinas in these cities more than likely aren't going to like you because they want to breed out. Do you know dudes are reaching out to me, you're fucking stupid, they're crying, and you're talking about your experiences. That's not what happened to me. I never said Afro-Latinas didn't like black men. Please show me where I said that. I said in certain cities, they're more likely to not like you than in other cities. They were like, I know a bunch of people that's married to black women from South America. I never said that couldn't happen. I never said that. I just know how to title the video so you'll click on it. Because if I put here's what doesn't get clicks. Afro-Latinas love us. Nobody gives a fuck. Afro-Latinas don't love us. Oh, they want to watch that. Exactly, Toby. It's called a hook. It has to be hooky. Hooky. The girl that's making my shorts, the AI comes up with titles. And I said, hey, I don't like that title. That title looks like AI made it. Experience in Thailand's different cultures. Nobody gives a fuck. That's not a good title. I said, watch the video. I told her, I said, watch the video summarize it in the title, and then say something a little bit false, but you're not really saying that. You're not really saying that. That's been the trick in media for decades, probably for centuries. Now, I wouldn't call it clickbait because whenever you click on a video, that is what we're talking about. It might not come off the same way that the title seemed like, but it's the same topic. Afro-Latinas don't want black men. That's not necessarily false. But reading that title, you would think I was generalizing the whole population. But whenever you watch the video, it's true, just in certain areas. But I had to make it seem like I was generalizing. Young women only want old men for money. It's partially true. But when you watch the video, I'm going to break it down, but I had to title it that so you would watch it. That's how it works. That's how I do my shit. I've had people say like, oh, like, why don't you just talk about, oh, you moved abroad, like you don't like dating American women. Why don't you just talk about how good it is in Brazil? Because nobody would watch. Why I love living in Brazil, 100 views. Why Brazil is better than the United States, 10,000 views. That's how it works. Anyway, you guys, I'm about to go get my clothes from downstairs. Go to sleep so I can be productive and be on time for my interview tomorrow. We will be interviewing El Guapo about another topic about women, but it's not sexualizing women. It's actually educational. It's going to be educating you guys on a lot of stuff. A lot of you guys want to marry and date women. Abroad, and it's going to be educational from somebody that has done it. And we're going to inform you guys on what that's like. I'm not. He will. When will I be doing another IRL? Whenever you pay for my internet. Send me $30. Unk. But yeah, I did record a few IRL streams. You guys seen how I did in Buenos Aires. I didn't post that many vlogs in Buenos Aires. I did. But I eventually had one vlog where I just recorded. And then I'm like, okay. Like, even look at Nomad Capitalist videos. These, what did he say? He has some videos where when you read the title, it seems like this tax program is done for this country. And when he talks about it in the video, it's true, but it's not as bad as it may have seemed in the title. People have to have a wow factor to be interested. Imagine if you turned on the news and hey, we saw 2 dogs hungry in the street and we fed them. Oh, you're such a good person. But nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's watching that shit. homeless dogs are starving in Chicago. More people are going to watch that, especially if you put a thumbnail with a dog that looks like he hasn't ate in 6 weeks. Now, when they click on the video, you feed the dog, but you had to get them to click. So, yeah. I seen some white YouTuber. He was in Haiti, and he says, I spent 24 hours in Haiti's most dangerous hood. And then in the thumbnail, there's some dudes with machetes running behind him. Did he get his head chopped off by a machete? Obviously not. It looked like it. But that was so you would click. And then the title says, Most Dangerous Hood. And then they look at that thumbnail, and it's a machete behind his head with fire. That's so you could click. That's how that shit works. So, no. And one thing I can't stand is somebody that judges my content without watching it. I've had some people, this happened in Brazil the first time I was there. I would have a very provocative title and thumbnail. And chicks would be screenshotting and sending me to me. Why did you say, like I had a video that said, don't come to Salvador Bahia. And people were like, I thought Austin loved it. Let me see what he's talking about. But when you watch it, I'm saying, don't come to Salvador Bahia if you're one of these people. It wasn't clickbait. It was just, well, actually, it is clickbait. I mean, you have to have baiting for somebody to bite. But it was just, it came off in a way to make you interested. But I had chicks in Salvador sending me that, why are you talking bad about my city? I said, yeah, you don't speak English. Don't make any comments because you don't even know what I'm talking about in the video. Like I said nothing bad about Salvador. I just said it's not for everybody. Meanwhile, you got YouTubers that just make careers off of talking shit about people, and their channel goes nowhere because that's not how you grow. Look at O'Shea Du Jackson. She disrespected this man and regretted it instantly. You're like, oh, I wonder how she regretted it. Spiking interest. Anyway, you guys, yeah, I'm actually done this time. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for the super chats. I will see you guys next time. We'll be out tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, man.